3.
How do you have it that precise?
1.
Start recording. Hey guys! I don't know if we're live or not, but we're certainly not live on YouTube yet. But we will be if you're seeing this.
We're live now
Oh, that's good.
on Jacob's
That's good.
Facebook
Alrighty. I probably should pull up my YouTube just to make sure we're going live. But
and public.
and public, yes. So I have this problem where usually when I'm streaming, it's not live.
It is live.
Well, it is live,
private.
but it's just private, so only I can watch it. Which I can watch it right there on their
there-
massive 480p TV. Just kidding.
42-inch 1080p.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I've heard it both ways. Hey, and I'm live, and hopefully we have audio.
I'm live in yellow.
It's not live. We do have audio. Awesome.
Woo.
We have audio on both of our streams. Because
It's
it's the same thing, so if we were messing that up, then that would be something. All right, boys and girls and others, we have
Everyone in between.
a few topics to talk about, but first we've got to introduce ourselves.
I'm Jacob with Nephew Tech. That's the weirdest way to introduce ourselves. Don't go to the website at this very moment of live stream. NephewTech.com doesn't work yet.
Also, if you Google Nephew Tech, Google it as one word.
One word.
And I'm Jay with Jmart Media. I do programming videos and hoping to do some more photography videos and push out some more videos soon. And this week I'll be focusing on looking at the camera, not scratching myself, and keeping the microphone
Out of frame.
out of frame-ish.
It's a lot less in frame.
We can make it out of frame though.
Actually, I'm curious if it's even what.
How do you like that, guys? Can you see that? Is it out of frame now? Does that count as being out of frame?
I'm pretty sure those clicks are crazy loud though.
Those clicks are right by the microphone. They might be loud, but it's all right.
It's barely out of frame. Usually it's up here.
The camera's barely in frame is what he means.
The mic.
The mic is barely in frame. We don't have any mirrors.
Yeah.
on the
Usually
set.
it's up near our shoulders.
Yeah, the microphone, not the camera.
I mean, the camera's about our shoulder height.
Anyway,
All right, perfect. First topics. We got amazing topics.
that we're gonna tech about tonight. So, oh shoot.
We can open this up on my screen.
Okay. Oh yes. Whoa. I remember seeing this last week.
Did you hear it with
Wait.
audio though?
I don't think so. Can I pull it up now? Okay, I just pulled it up. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right.
So you can't hear it with audio because of how copyright claims work, but so find on YouTube. It's Apple releasing their stand and announcing the price for $1,000, and the crowd actually laughs, and you could hear it in the uncut version. The cut version Apple released, they
So that's what we were watching last week.
Yeah.
And we were watching without sound again, but
we were also watching the cut version.
yeah,
They cut the audio out.
I don't blame them.
And apparently Apple's going over and just taking down everyone's video with the audience laughing in it.
Oh wow!
Like they're
I
actually.
thought you were about to say. So the title of the his title was "How to Get Noticed by Apple." So once
And-
he started talking about this, people laughing at the stand price, I thought you were about to say that they reduced the price,
No.
but instead they're taking down all the videos.
Where there's a laugh track, not
Okay.
not a laugh track. People.
It's actually laughing. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the price is ridiculous for a stand. Like we talked about it last week on stream, and if I had to pay $900 or $1,000 actually,
Yeah.
for a stand for a display, I would make it out of a piece of wood.
solid gold if it's 1,000.
If it's $1,000, yeah, that thing is being solid gold, baby. But yeah, that was just ridiculous.
That's
kind of
saw it Tuesday morning. I was browsing the internet, and like something Apple's been taking down on YouTube a lot was this one little track. I was like, that's a new level of petty.
Another way to get noticed by Apple is to say that you can recover data off of a damaged MacBook or iPhone,
Yeah.
as Louis Rossman and
Eli Computer. No, iPad Rehab.
Jessa
Jones with iPad
Jessa
Rehab.
Jones have both noticed and been recognized. Wow, that's really neat.
Yeah, so this is also something I saw Tuesday morning.
Can we put this up?
Yeah, we're good now.
There we go.
And
Looks pretty sweet.
it's just a projector
wait.
over a pool table.
Oh man. Oh,
And then
wow.
it has motion tracking.
That's pretty cool.
A long time ago, I was looking in at it because you could do this with just a projector and a Xbox 360 Connect.
Okay. Because the Kinect can tell distances as well.
Yeah, it's depth and location, so you can map things in 3D. But now with better cameras and better technology,
Just faster
it's better
CPUs,
than it's better than what the 360 Connect could do. Wow. And I think this is a really cool.
Yeah, that's
a really cool thing. I can't wait to see what they can do with it, because I think that this would make board games 100 times more fun.
Yeah.
Because
And then if you get AR in there as well, augmented reality.
yeah,
Wow,
this
that could be crazy.
This is close to augmented reality here.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it kind of is.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought that was real at first. I was like, so this is an artsy way of doing it, but it could be done for really practical and helpful stuff as well.
Yeah. We were watching a movie last night that was a little AR related.
Yeah.
Oh man, what was it?
Was it the one that recently came out? Oh man, where?
Oh no, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was Deadpool 2.
Oh.
And
I've not seen any of the Deadpool.
One of the
movies.
scenes in it, he's a Cyberman from the future, whatever.
Yeah.
And he stole a bunch of guns, and he
Okay.
was modding them together to make a super gun.
Okay.
But because he's half cyborg, it was showing him what guns to pick up off the bed, like the hotel bed, and it was showing how to connect them. I was like, this is where AR is helpful.
Yeah.
Because then, as Microsoft was showing like a plumber could do this, and when they had the glasses on, they could see under the sink, and they can see all the different parts. Like, all right, so you want to unscrew this here, because most of the time, you know, the U dip is the same and all that.
Yeah.
And I think it would be really cool. I think that's where AR
It's like
should go first.
tooltips in real life.
Yeah, because like then you can look up like your vehicle, like 2006, you know, Toyota Tacoma or whatever.
Yeah.
And it would have how it's all built if the manufacturer released the information.
Yeah.
And then you could see like, all right, so I'm gonna look up where the carburetor is, and it put on the glasses, and you just look around till you see the giant glowy thing.
Yeah.
And the AR goggles will glow to show you where the part is. Like, all right, let's disassemble it. It's like, all right, there's 3 screws, and then you just
there should be 3 screws.
There should be 3 screws. Yeah.
Depending on the mechanic that last.
Yeah.
Replaced your.
That's true.
Part of your car.
And I think that's going to be the cool thing with AR. But I think this pool table idea is the first good.
The first big step towards that.
Because I think that's going to bring money in.
Yeah. And get people interested in it. Because that, I don't know, has it gone viral yet? Or
I saw it on the front page of the internet.
Okay.
Last week, though.
Was it actually on the front page of the internet?
No.
Okay. That's Reddit for those of you who don't get it. The front page of the internet.
Yeah, that's something that I'm really looking forward to AR.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's inevitably, but
I
it's really
think
good.
it and VR will both be things of the future. They haven't taken off yet, but
As a VR owner, VR is pretty good.
yeah, but they will be.
I won't invest in AR until AR looks good in public.
Yeah, you don't want to be the guy in public with the
the
Google Glass. Unless you're a fighter pilot, walk around with a fighter pilot helmet because they've got like AR stuff in there too. Then you'd be the cool guy on the street.
Microsoft HoloLens. That way you don't have to wear the Google Glass. It's a lot more discreet.
Okay.
Microsoft Holo. So HoloLens is an AR tool that you can use for VR stuff, but you still see through it.
So it looks more technological, I guess. Not more discreet, I wouldn't say.
But there's the HoloLens.
If you want to look like the guy from Tron, HoloLens is your thing.
See, there you go. You could walk down any street wearing these, and nobody.
So that's AR. Yeah, that's AR right there.
Yeah.
They could be playing a board game, although it looks like they're designing a city council building. But hey.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it'll definitely take off, but until more people get AR headsets and VR headsets, I think that's the limiting thing right now. Is
But they're $1,000.
yeah, the price. Like smartphones. One day people thought smartphones wouldn't take off, or computers.
Yeah, crazy people.
But look where we are now, boys and girls. Third topic, we got some critiques from the folks over at TechNibble, the TechNibble forums.
Oh yeah.
So thank you guys.
All like 2 of you. There might have been more.
Here's a shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
So some things we're focusing on, like I mentioned earlier, getting the mic out of the frame, better background. So we need some sponsors.
Yep.
And we'll put your logo
All the way across.
right there.
Give
for
us
now.
shirts, underwear, we'll do anything. Just give us a sponsor.
Better background. Look at the camera more. So we're trying to focus on looking at the camera as much as we can, and not looking at our giant TV over here.
So that's one thing I still want to do is move the TV to the center of the room, anyways, because it's not in the center. It's way off to the side of the whole room.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to put it in the center, right below the light. But I want to have the stand mounted so it can fold up to the ceiling to get it out of the center of the room.
Yep. Maybe we can buy a $1,000 stand from Apple.
Yeah, I think it folds like that too. Just
They're better for $1,000.
Yeah,
Stop stuttering.
Yeah. Apparently
We stutter.
Yeah, we stutter.
So
don't know about
hopefully
that
we can
one.
stop that and stop scratching
That's my fault.
and just distracting things. I guess just distracting hand things, such as grabbing a Raspberry Pi, which has sawdust all over it.
Which is great. That's in a case.
Yeah.
Look at that. As good as new.
Good as new, just like that.
It's ready for next week.
We could get it stuck in a tree and have the rain wash it off.
Yeah.
If only it was a drone. Ubisoft announced their streaming service for $15 a month. This is not video streaming, is it?
No,
Or is it?
it's
game streaming.
Game streaming.
So the whole, if you're not up to date on the whole game streaming thing, I guess it started up, kind of Steam was the first one to bring it up. But the concept is that Steam has gaming PCs on their network that you can access over the internet, and you can subscribe to this service. So instead of buying a $1,000 graphics card for your PC and buying a $300 CPU and building your personal machine, you can get on your laptop and connect to Steam's servers and pay a $15 subscription fee to use Steam's gaming PC virtually.
Okay.
Right? That's kind of the main idea. So now Ubisoft is also coming out with their streaming service, which will be $15 a month.
Which is more than Google Stadia. Google announced their streaming service a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Stadia. If I can spell Stadia right. There we go.
So now there's a few different companies that are coming out with this. The big thing is, in my opinion, going to be, first of all, latency. Because your ping is going to be essentially doubled, right? Because you've got your ping to Google's or Steam's or Ubisoft's computer. Your ping between your network and their network, and you've got the ping between their network and the gaming server.
Yes.
So if you're normally playing on a ping of 60, you're still going to have a ping of 60 to the gaming PC, which will really mess with your mouse inputs and keyboard inputs and everything, more so than even just the other players in the game.
But one of the things that they're bragging about is how there is going to be low enough latency that it's not going to make a difference. So
they need to get it down there for it to be
their
practical.
Stadia Pro package, I believe it's $10 a month, and you get 60 FPS, you get 4K resolutions, HDR support, and 5.1 surround sound on the assumption you have 5.1 surround.
And that your network can handle that bandwidth.
So they're saying
of 4K streaming at 60 FPS.
They're saying you need 35 megabits per second to do this.
Okay, which is actually not terrible.
Yeah. And they're saying if you have under 10 megabit per second constant speed, don't use their service, is what they're saying.
But if you have, somewhere in the mid-range there, you can stream at 1080p or 720 instead.
Yeah.
Which is a good compromise. But, yeah, I think the latency is going to be the biggest issue for them. So if they can settle that issue,
And they've
that'll
already
be
got
pretty
a
golden.
lot of the high name games. They got a lot of AAA titles.
And I wonder how licensing works on those games too. Have you looked into that at all? I haven't.
So I believe some of the games they have. Yeah, there's the Stadia Pro for $10 a month.
Okay.
They have the free version, but you have to buy the game. Stadia Pro, apparently some games you have to buy.
Okay.
But then other games you don't have to pay for. You can just, it's essentially renting them.
Yeah.
You're just paying a monthly subscription to rent them. And so I think it depends per game. But I think what they're going to do is brand new titles, like the games they can't make the money on, they're going to sell them.
Yeah.
And then all the older games they're going to have, it's just going to be rentals.
That makes sense.
And you're just going to stream those. I guess rentals is the wrong word. They're just having my streaming.
Okay.
Make this back big again for us. But I don't like the idea.
Why?
I like to have the physical copy. As a guy who owns a lot of Steam games,
Yeah.
I still would rather be able to go and actually get the physical copy of the game.
I'm fine with Steam games, but I like having a physical copy of my PC.
So, yeah, that's true. The only reason I'm okay with Steam games, I guess, is because Steam is so commonplace.
Yeah.
It's like tissue paper or whatever. It's no longer, or Kleenex. It's not the brand that matters. It's what the brand does. It's ubiquitous with what it is.
Okay.
So that's the only reason I buy Steam games, is because they seem so trustworthy at this point that I can trust them to not just disappear one day.
Oh yeah.
But then I'm not going to buy anything off Uplay Plus, or like I have accounts with Origin. So I have the Origin, whatever it's called, or just Origin.
Yeah.
And I have an account, but I don't have free games on it because
Yeah.
they do like the monthly free game delivery thing.
Yeah.
Origin does free games. So Origin.
So if they were to shut down, then you wouldn't be out any money. You wouldn't have your game, but they were a free game anyway.
Yeah, it was a free game anyways. Yeah, Origin. I forgot who even owns them. EA, duh.
Okay.
But yeah, I have an Origin account and it has like 4 or 5 free games in it. It's great. Never played them, but I got them if I ever do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't spend money on Origin. And I think Stadia with the monthly subscription idea, I would have to play a lot of video games.
To make it worth your $15 a month, or
My $10 a month.
$10 a month, yeah.
to play on Google Stadia.
yeah.
Because recently the only time we play VR is every time the internet goes out, which is about every time there's a gentle breeze. Thanks, Spectrum.
Did it go out last night?
Yes.
We had a pretty big storm last night.
Yeah, the wind blew.
Very little lightning and thunder though.
Yeah, it was just
Surprisingly.
wind and rain.
A lot of rain.
And yeah, we lost internet but not power. Oof.
All right.
But yeah, I'm interested. I'll get the free account for sure. I'm gonna get this Google Stadia free account and just sit on it and see what happens.
I think it could take off because a lot of people seem to prefer monthly payments rather than paying all the money up front for a PC.
Yeah, that's one thing. One streamer was talking about, I forgot who it was at this point, was that people who already own the $4,000 gaming PC isn't going to want to use this.
Yeah.
Because they've already invested all the money into it. But then all your new gamers coming in, or all your old-time gamers who end up having kids and now work 3 full-time jobs or whatever middle-class America is doing at this rate, they have an opportunity now to get back into gaming. Because instead of it being $1,200 to get a computer and then $60 for a game, $10 and a laptop.
Yep. That's where this is going to shine.
Yeah. Which is great. Can't argue it. I mean, that's good. But for those of us who already have the supercomputers,
Doesn't really...
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for me. Ooh, all right.
So this topic you seemed interested in, which is good because
Kind
I
of.
didn't like this idea.
Okay, so ask me the question.
All right, Jay.
Not that it matters.
What do you use for maps? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I use Google Maps only because That's what came on the phone by default.
Okay.
But I'm probably soon going to start switching to Waze, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's kind of a crowdsourced. It has a lot of crowdsourced data.
Yes.
In that if a street's under construction, you can go into Waze and report that this street is under construction, you can't drive through here.
Yep.
Or also, one of the reasons why I'll switch to Waze is if a popo has a... if the police have a traffic stop somewhere, they're going to put it on Waze.
Yep.
Or the police won't put it on Waze. Sorry. But someone who is driving through this traffic stop may put it on Waze to save you time or to prevent you getting caught in a traffic stop.
Yeah.
Or speed traps, that kind of thing. You can report that on Waze to let other people know to slow down.
Yeah. So I actually have a Waze
Or if there's
account.
an accident.
Yeah.
Same thing.
And I actually used to use Waze a lot.
Yeah.
I ended up switching back over to Google Maps way long ago before I even got this phone. So
Yeah.
I mean, I used it for like 2 months and then switched back over.
Why?
It took too long to type in the addresses. Waze was way slower loading on my old phone than Google Maps was.
Okay.
And that's the only reason I didn't use it.
Yeah.
But then recently, good lord, Google Maps now has a thing where I can report traffic incidents. So like if I'm sitting on the highway or something, there's like a little plus button. And it's like, was there an accident on the road? And apparently you can do traffic reporting, like traffic accident reporting. And then they did something else weird.
Google Maps did?
Yeah, they started showing me speed limits.
Oh, I've seen that too. And actually, I'm kind of interested in that because I'm thinking that the way they do that is by running the 3D or the 360 images through some kind of program that
like a face
image
filter,
recognition, that recognizes the speed limit signs and says, hey, that's a 45 speed limit or 35 speed limit. I guess another alternative would be just judging people's speed driving through that area, or someone manually putting in the speed limits. But I think they're probably using image recognition for it. Yeah. Just for time's sake.
Yeah, so on my plus button, I get the options of crash, speed trap, or slow down.
Okay.
Which, I mean, that almost eliminates the point of using
Waze
if you have cop reporting there.
Yeah.
But I'm curious on how many people know this feature on Google Maps versus how many people know that feature on Waze. That's the
probably most
selling point
Waze,
of Waze.
Yeah. Most of the people using Waze
are using it for that one reason.
Yeah. So I did not realize that Google Maps had that.
Yeah, I didn't realize until about a month or two ago when it showed me the speed limit.
Okay.
Because I was just driving home and I looked over and it was in the bottom left corner, 65 miles an hour. I was like, that's different.
Yeah. So let me see. How do I use this plus? Do I have to click on the road somewhere?
So you have to be traveling somewhere. So do directions and then start the route. But yeah, so in Google Maps, you pick where you want to go. You hit start the route. And then there should be a little plus button. Yep, in the middle of your screen.
Oh,
right there in the middle right.
With the big word that says new. So if I click that, crash, speed trap, or just to slow down. Interesting.
And I'm curious on how it notifies people. Because I would like it if I was riding with my GPS up there next to the center console. If it does like a whoop whoop.
Yeah.
It does like a fake police sign or something. It's like speed trap next 2 miles. Or
I think Waze just shows it on the map, right?
Yeah, Waze I think just did like a little location icon. But then I'm curious if it does something to get noise attention. Like if it does like a horn blowing or something. Burp.
Yeah.
To like warn you like slow down ahead. But then Google Maps is also really good at telling you.
Google Maps reroutes you. Oh, something funny. So
I hate this. I know exactly what you're saying.
The first time I used Google Maps, our neighborhood has a loop in it, and let's just say I went out of the driveway, turned left, went around a loop, past the driveway again, and then turned right. So it has some issues.
Okay.
But I could have solved that by, I knew where I was going, but I wanted to see where it was taking me.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird. But anyway, that aside, the other day, Memorial Day actually, I was traveling to another location, because that's how you travel. You generally don't travel in a circle unless you're following Google Maps. But I was traveling to a different location, and I was following Google Maps. And so let me draw it out for you here, all right? Because this is kind of cool.
I got an Arty tablet.
Ooh, yeah, let's actually use the Arty tablet. So we also have a tablet set up where we can draw.
It's been set up for months.
Yes, so let's see how we can do this. And I'll draw you the intersection and how Google Maps showed me it. So I was driving in my car, as you do.
Oh, we're going to grab that real fast.
Okay, sweet.
All right, cool.
So let me pull up this on here, I guess. Can you erase that? Can I
So
still
that's
draw?
11. Or that's up. 11. Oh, okay, there we go.
All right.
So
I'm going to be bad at this, but it'll be fine. So
they can't see that bottom left corner, by the way.
okay, so I was... Can you zoom out?
No. Okay, you do it with your hand.
Okay. We'll practice and come back to that. But anyway, so the road I was traveling on was right... Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, there we go.
Was right here.
Real pros.
So traveling up. There was a ton of traffic right here, and I was turning onto a road right here. So again, my road, the other road, traffic. But there was also a road that connected here.
Okay.
Another T intersection.
Yeah.
So Google Maps, instead of telling me to come up here, wait in line and turn left, it told me to come up here, turn right.
Yep.
Turn left immediately. I skipped probably 15 cars that way.
Okay.
So sometimes Google's rerouting feature can be nice. And it can also save you times around wrecks, like on the interstate.
Yep.
It'll tell you to get off on the exit, or it'll suggest alternative routes or routes, if you pronounce it like that.
It's routes.
It's definitely routes. It'll suggest alternate routes based on just time. So if it finds a quicker route, it'll tell you. Yeah. So that is a plus for Google Maps, and I'm sure Waze has something like that. Surely.
I would assume they would.
It would need to stay relevant.
Waze is owned by Google.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Interesting.
Yeah, Waze is owned by Google, so there's no reason it shouldn't. Which is why this whole topic
Which brings us into the point of this entire topic. Which, you want to talk about that?
Well, there's a little side. So you were saying how Google likes to reroute you if there's an incident up ahead?
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't like taking the highway. I like to take the country roads.
And I do the same.
So usually when you set out your destination in Google Maps, it'll give you 3 options to go.
Yeah.
Usually they give you 3.
Yeah.
And it'll give you the fastest route, the shortest route, and then the third option, which whatever magic Google makes that from. And usually I'll just pick the shortest rather than the fastest.
Uh-huh.
But Google auto likes the fastest route. So if you pick the shortest, you start, it'll say there's a faster route available.
So it'll suggest it.
Would you like to switch? Push to cancel, and it gives you 8 seconds to push to cancel. It's an opt out. But if you pay attention to the road and not look at the phone 24/7, you don't see it until you see that 1 second. Then all of a sudden you see rerouting, and then you have to stop. You have to go back in the phone. You have to cancel the route. You have to hit your destination again. You have to choose your route again, and then you can start driving again. And it's
basically
terrible.
It's a painful process.
So I wish
something that should just be opt-in instead of opt-out.
Obvious menu where you can hit don't reroute, or have my default set to shortest route rather than fastest route.
Yeah.
I always prefer shortest to fastest. Don't ask why. I don't know. I'd like shorter to faster. But that's one thing I really don't like about Google Maps is that every time I use it, it says there's a faster route. Opt down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm taking a different route.
But anyway, the article that he actually linked had nothing to nothing to do with what I just talked about. But I think it's interesting, so I'm glad we talked about it. The title of the article, this is from cnet.com, their little roadshow section, says Google Assistant comes to Waze for easier reporting and less distraction. And basically, looking over the article briefly, it looks like a lot of the voice recognition stuff that's in Google Maps will be coming to Waze as well.
That's exactly what this article says. And one thing I've found really interesting about this article, I can't open it for whatever reason.
The article?
So, I guess I can show you, but we're about to make CNET $40 in ads.
Probably true.
Yours isn't doing it, so I don't know what's different. But when we scroll down, so I run 2 different ad blockers because I don't like ads. we get this one, you can't see it there.
I don't even have that.
We get this one here, this weird PDF downloader. This video auto pops up. And now
I think I clicked out of the video actually.
So I just clicked the X, and it opens a new tab.
Wow.
This is
Fighting back against the ad
and
blocker.
there's a love card. No, we don't. It's riddled to the point you can't find. There it is. So if you can get past the ads with whatever ad blocker you're using that's not working, down here, this paragraph right here, this will be a huge benefit for those who regularly use Waze while driving. But if you're not one of the lucky few to be part of this specific rollout, there are other ways to minimize distractions behind the wheel. And then it has Android Auto is available upon certain head units and Android phones without a head unit. And so I was curious what Android Auto was.
Okay.
Which leads us perfectly
to our next topic,
which we will get to you
after a break for our sponsors, Jmart Media and Nephew Tech.
We need you.
If you'd like to sponsor this awesome podcast and have your name on our background to improve the quality of our background, hit us up at our emails, which may be listed below. Let's see.
Oh, we are all over my screen.
There. Also, we're streaming. Yeah. You can subscribe for our awesome dancing. But not scratching, okay?
Yeah, no scratching.
But yeah, just hit us up, and yeah, we'd love to work with you. Please.
So apparently Android Auto is another phone app. I opened up my Play Store on my phone.
Okay.
And it's an app you can... Wow, this is
Oh, we're still on your screen, by the way.
talking to me.
Apparently. Ad blocks are the worst.
Yeah, they don't work apparently. But Android Auto is an app that people still download and review.
Okay. So I've never used Android Auto, I don't think, but I use something... I have a Motorola phone, and I use something like Motorola Auto or something.
I never even heard of Android Auto before.
The point of the Motorola Auto was to send an automated response to text messages and say, hey, I'm driving right now. Or you could set up your own custom thing. And so you wouldn't be distracted to look at your phone while you were driving. And the person who sent you a text wouldn't be worried about you or worried that you were ignoring them or whatever. They would just see, hey, he's driving. He'll get back to me after he's done. So that's what that was. I don't know what Google Auto is or Android Auto is.
Yeah, so Android Auto is... I don't understand who would use it. So on there about this app, if I can read that real fast, it says control maps, media, and messages with the Google Assistant while you drive. That is the first sentence of the Android Auto description. And then it goes on to, Android Auto is your smart driving companion that helps you stay focused, connected, and entertained with Google Auto. This is a really bad sales pitch, for my opinion.
You want to stay entertained on the road?
With a simplified interface, large buttons, and powerful voice actions, Android Auto is designed to make it easier to use apps that you love on your phone while you're driving.
You know, just in case when you want to browse the web when you're driving. You can use those apps.
Keeps you entertained.
Keeps you entertained. Hey, watch this brief ad.
Yeah.
So it looks like, from looking at their website, their big thing is just hands-free.
But
which is good, but encouraging people to use their phones while they're driving is not
How
a good
much
idea.
more does this do than Google? Just or Siri? Or if you have Alexa in your car?
I don't know.
I didn't know that this was a demand people had. I was blown away when I just read about this 5 minutes ago.
It looks like you can also run it on your car too. So if you have like a display, a tablet, or some kind of screen built in, smart car. If you have something like that built into your car, certain models can also support Android Auto. And they've got a list of manufacturers. You can check it out at android.com/auto. Or download it on the Google Play Store. Or don't,
Probably don't.
Your choice.
Please don't.
Ooh.
I think we should skip to the Firefox. And then go back to that one.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Speaking of Google, one of their opponents, Firefox.
More successful opponents.
Hey, Edge is making a big move.
In the wrong direction.
It's yeah.
Do you have anything good to say about Edge?
No, but it's
when you open it, it opens up 17 different tabs on why it's better than all the other web browsers.
I haven't used Edge. I haven't used the new version of Edge, but apparently it's basically a version of Chrome.
Okay, I haven't seen the new version.
Yeah.
But I mean, I install Windows 10 pretty much all day, every day for my existence of life, and every time you install Windows 10 and do the updates, Edge auto pops up with 2 tabs, I believe, on why it's the fastest and most secure web browser. If you're selling that hard, you're not selling right.
So now Edge is going to be built on Chromium.
Oh, okay, I did hear about Edge being built on Chromium. Yeah.
So hopefully it'll improve. Knowing Microsoft, those things will probably still pop up, but maybe the browser will actually be worse than
I just want a browser that doesn't have pop-ups.
and
it's not rocket
and they're
science.
not doing a very good job of convincing him to change.
Yeah, I actually just installed Firefox today because that CNET website wouldn't stop pop-ups.
Okay.
And every time I closed the video, it opened up into some spam link.
Gotcha.
But then her Firefox is going freemium.
So what does that unlock? Because as far as I knew before reading freemium, I thought Firefox was already free.
So I don't think the CEO of Mozilla, Chris Beard, I guess that's his real last name, Chris Beard, confirmed Mozilla is currently in the process of implementing a premium subscription model for Firefox. I don't think he knows what the word freemium means. Because Firefox, according to this interview, is staying free. Everything that Firefox has offered for free is staying for free.
Okay.
But they're also going to start... They're looking into releasing their own VPN solution and their own secure cloud solution.
Okay.
So essentially they're looking at expanding into VPNs and cloud storage.
So they'll have a secure Google Drive account.
Yep.
It won't be Google Drive, but
It'll be
it'll be
Firefox
something
Drive.
else. Yeah. And VPNs, which is pretty cool actually. They're thinking of adding that. It'll help less computer savvy people get a VPN.
Yeah.
If it's built into Firefox.
And I believe in one part of this interview that they had, it would pop up if you're on a public Wi-Fi. Like, hey, we see you're using a public free Wi-Fi service. We recommend using your VPN.
Because then people wouldn't be able to steal your data from the free Wi-Fi network.
Yeah.
Because it's encrypted before it goes over the network. The tunnel. The VPN tunnel.
Just get private internet access for that.
Tunnel Bear.
Didn't
Not
Tunnel Bear-
sponsored.
I thought Tunnel Bear was caught logging.
Really? I wouldn't doubt it, but
Or no, they Tunnel Bear got bought by McAfee. I don't know. I'm talking Tunnel Bear.
But we'll find out for you.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be interesting. I would kind of worry about pop-ups.
McAfee has bought Tunnel Bear, which is why no one uses Tunnel Bear anymore.
Okay.
Except for people who use McAfee.
Probably all of your customers. Before they come to you.
Yeah. Get them off that.
Yeah.
Oof.
But you still switch to Firefox, even though you're now going to see a pop-up every day for their subscription service.
Not yet. So I haven't switched to Firefox. I have Firefox to open up CNET links now.
Gotcha.
Because I went ahead and installed it. We are not using you as a default browser.
Yet.
Yeah, not yet. If Chrome won't get this ad pop-up a nuisance away, we might. Because it's pretty terrible. The only thing I really like about Google Chrome is the profiles. So all my passwords on all my devices.
Yes. Synced
but
up.
There's 17 different programs that can do that.
Extensions?
Now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I'm not attached to Chrome anymore.
Yeah.
It's more of just the convenience of not having to switch.
He's not attached to Chrome. He's attached to that feature, which now we can get in other places, is what we're trying to say here.
Yes, that's a really good way to say that. So
and bookmarks and that kind of thing as well, which is pretty convenient. But again, there's add-ons for that.
Yeah, I mean, if bookmarks vanished off the face of the planet, I would literally use desktop icons. It would be
you
a terrible
were just
option.
Insulting me for my desktop icons. Man.
Look at that one icon that's Firefox that's getting deleted right now.
He can't get rid of the recycle bin either.
I can. I just haven't gotten to it.
He can't easily get rid of
the
recycle bin icon on his desktop. So the final post from Bachchain, I think that's how you pronounce it, over on the Linus Tech Tips forum, it was, personally, I don't really care about any of these premium features, but as long as Firefox remains free and Mozilla gets more money, everyone wins. Which, I agree with that. That's cool with me. As long as their ads aren't intrusive, people will still use Firefox.
Yeah, they will.
But I don't know if you've ever used Sublime Text. You probably haven't.
Nope.
But it's it's kind of like text or Notepad++. It's what would you call that? A text editing program.
Yeah.
But every 5 times you open up Sublime Text, it pops up. It's a free software, but every few times you open it up, it pops up a big button that says, "Hey, would you like to buy the paid version?" And I never do, but it pops up every time. And I could see something like that happening for Firefox.
I hope not, because I use Notepad++ a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Notepad++ is a great program. They update it every 2 hours.
Okay.
And every time you open the program, it asks if you want to update. So every time you programs, would you like to update? Every time.
Sublime, oh, there you go. It popped up right there. But Sublime is kind of pretty, in my opinion. It's a lot prettier than Notepad++, but there you go. That pops up. Oh, actually, that's different.
That is that's an update available.
But, yeah. But a lot of times it'll pop up with that.
I just want my word editor to open.
Yeah. So I understand that it's a free program and they need to make money too by people donating or purchasing their free program. Yeah. But
it's pretty hard to donate to something that's constantly annoying.
Yeah. But anyway. What's our next topic? You want to go back to the one we skipped?
iPhone 111.
Wow. That's a big number.
It's a lot bigger than 10. No, the iPhone 11. Oh, man, we were talking about something last week that I want to put into this.
Okay.
iPhone 11 is coming with 3 cameras on the back.
Not 1.
Not 2.
Not 2. But 3 cameras.
This thing looks atrocious.
Let's show them. Where do we show them? Right here? You good? Nice.
Yeah, we good.
So you've got your 3 cameras there. Pretty straightforward, but it does not look great. No. Now, if it was under the screen.
If they were under the screen cameras, it would look a lot better.
Or even behind the Apple logo. Huh?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Make the logo a little bit bigger.
Because
hide those behind it.
Every case always, for Apple, usually cuts out their logo. And so then you can have a case that protects all the way around and just shows the logo.
Can I patent that real quick?
I also like that idea because the logo's somewhere where you really wouldn't have your hand, so you can hold the phone either way.
Yep. Because,
I mean, mine's also in the center-ish, like yours is. So, I mean, it's really hard for me to hold it on this side with the... you can't see, we're tiny.
But if the camera was in the middle, then you could hold it like that or like that.
Hold it either way.
Like that, like that.
But then, under-screen cameras would be super useful in this case.
Yeah, because it just doesn't look very good. And also, I do want to find out what these cameras are for. Because I feel like 3 cameras is kind of overkill.
Oh, man, I remember
And I don't see what they're for on this article.
Nah, I remember someone speculating what they were for. I don't remember what they were, though.
I would say...
I remember they were saying one would be an ultra wide, so you could fit a bunch of.
Okay.
So that when we do a
makes
group
sense.
selfie, you can get a lot more people.
Okay. I'll give them that.
I'm curious if they'll put another camera, so they'll have 2 front-facing cameras and 3 rear-facing ones, and do 180 cameras, and then you have 360 built into the iPhone.
Oh.
I'm curious if they'll do that or not.
Then it might be worth $1,000 you're paying.
I don't think they will because the lens don't look domed.
You're right about that on this one.
But I'm curious if they've done something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I assume one's going to be a super wide angle lens so you can get all your friends in one selfie. The other one, I would imagine they do one that's like super fast. So you can do like 120 FPS or something.
Okay, yeah.
Like a super fast one. And then a super high quality one that's just like
Okay, that makes sense.
21
I'll give them that.
21
Yeah.
megapixel lens or some stupid
Okay, that makes sense.
phone.
I would give them that. That's a good reason to have 3 cameras.
But I
Although
have
it
no
still
idea
looks
what
atrocious.
no idea what they are. They're all speculation so far. But yeah, 3 camera lenses on the back look terrible. It would almost be better just to put 4.
To make it, yeah.
Like a dummy camera or
Yeah.
something. But yeah, I really like that idea with putting it behind the logo. I never thought about that.
Apparently Apple never did either.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought about it and just said,
Nah, it would ruin the aesthetic of the logo. But who was it doing the camera under the screen? Was it Samsung?
Was it, I feel like it was one of the,
Is that Xiaomi?
Xiaomi, yeah.
Because that's definitely going to be the better way to go.
Yeah.
I like that idea a lot more than just plastering cameras all the way across the top of the phone.
Yeah.
Because then you could hide 3 right across the top and it not make it.
I feel like they could have just found a better layout, even to make it look a little bit nicer.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of the offset triclops
Yeah.
thing.
It looks like a...
I feel like a spider or something with the 3 eyes.
Oh, I was saying like an alien, like a 3-finger alien look to it.
Yeah. A fidget spinner.
Oh, God. Yeah.
That's going to be the best-selling case for iPhone 11s. Is going to make the cameras...
Case.
It's going to be around the cameras and look like a fidget spinner.
Fidget case.
Please don't do that.
Oh, Lord.
Although that would actually be kind of humorous. All right.
Oh, man. We got home deliveries.
Not from Amazon this time.
Yeah, someone we could trust a lot more than Amazon.
Oh, yes. They're very good company. Very good company.
Outstanding. Well known for their high-class clientele.
Yes. And high-quality products.
We on the Verge.com. Walmart employees will soon deliver groceries directly into your refrigerator. Because if you can't trust someone to deliver a package to your doorstep, you can
Let them
definitely
in your house.
Not only let them in your house,
Let them in your fridge with your food. First off, food delivery, cool. Package delivery, cool. Coming into my house, delivery, not cool. For Amazon or Walmart or
any company,
basically any company ever.
It's a new level of personal there.
Yeah.
So the one thing they said is that it shows also in that little video is that the employees will be wearing a body camera to prevent anything bad from happening. But what prevents them having a friend just walk in right behind them?
Nothing.
Your security system?
True. Actually, it doesn't prevent it. It just gets you a video of it happening.
I believe somewhere in here you can see it live too.
Okay.
Which really still doesn't help in my opinion, because if you could see them live, then you have enough time to sit there and watch them work.
Yes, security systems don't really prevent anything other than scaring away certain criminals. They just help you identify, kind of like the police.
They're not. Yeah, security systems aren't preventatives.
Yeah. They're
that fancy word for recovery. What is that? Oh,
I don't know.
That's not preventative maintenance. It's the
like after something happens.
Yeah. I'll think of it as soon as we end this stream. Don't worry. But I don't see how this is going to work at all. I'm curious on the type of customers who are going to sign up for this.
Diagnostic? No.
No.
Yeah, I can see people signing up for it. People who aren't.
I can't think of anybody who would sign up for it.
People will. People want things to be simple, or I don't know. I can see some people.
You could go down your phone contact list and point out one person who would sign up for it.
I don't know about
actually
that.
do it. I can't think of a single person I personally know who would sign up for this.
But I can imagine people doing it just for the simplicity. And
I wouldn't have people do it while they're at home. Just to have somebody come and deliver while they're sitting there at home. It's like, yeah, fridge is in the kitchen, of course.
Yeah. But just people who aren't very security conscious, or
yeah,
I can see people doing it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I can imagine somebody doing it.
I don't know if I could think of a certain person.
Yeah.
Who would do it? But I think people kind of surprise you.
Okay. No, I couldn't think of anybody that would want to sign up for this type of program to let people into your house, even if they have a body camera. They could have 14 body cameras for all I care.
360 cam.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I've always been iffy on doing just food deliveries, like
like Deal Dash.
Yeah, like Deal Dash, or that fresh plate delivery thing where they send you all the ingredients and then you do it yourself, like Blue Apron or something like that. Yeah. I've always just been iffy on that itself.
Because you have people messing with your food?
Yeah.
The truth is, though, anywhere you go out to eat,
yeah,
a fast food restaurant or a fancy restaurant or whatever,
yeah, they're still messing with your food.
Yeah.
But chances are, excluding the fast food restaurants, is that they're getting paid enough to not care.
Yeah.
Some people might just... Because, like, if it's sitting on my porch and it says Blue Apron food plastered across the side of the box, all of a sudden you have just a box of food sitting outside. I don't know. I feel iffy on that.
Or pizza delivery guys. Same concept.
Because, yeah, there's videos all over the place where pizza delivery guys are opening up the pizza boxes in the elevator and eating the toppings off. And then putting it right back in and then delivering it.
But people still buy from pizza delivery guys. They do.
Yeah, they
even
do.
Even if you don't, people do.
That's that's a very good argument.
It's the same kind of.
It's a
similar kind of thing, I should say. So I can definitely see people doing it.
Huh. Okay. The pizza delivery is a very good.
It's kind of a good counter.
Yeah, counter argument on that, because I can't think of any other type. That's about the only other type of person that I would trust with the food, is that.
Just that well-paid employee driving his beat-up car.
But to me, it's because they're working for one particular company. It's not like Deal Dash that's just driving to the Taco Bell.
It's kind of like Uber.
Yeah. Well, it's not like Uber.
Uber for...
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's not, but I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nah. I'd be curious. Email me if you're signing up for this.
I'm not going to sign up for it.
No.
Oh, other people, yeah. Okay.
Why would you do it?
Yeah.
Might be on the show next week. Trying to explain this one to
our first guest. We're serious though. If you want to be on here and
you have a good argument on why you would sign up for this. I wonder if you can do refunds if they put something in the wrong spot.
Oh, like if they froze your celery or something?
Yeah, because like some fridges have like a chill box.
Or if they put your meat in your vegetable box, because you don't want that. Like the meat, the raw
like
meat.
A cross-contamination or something.
Yeah.
How would that work?
That's a good question.
Because, like, even I organize my fridge weird. Like,
yeah.
There's little particulars, but I wonder if people who sign up for this wouldn't care.
Or if it just gets delivered in the bag, or at our house we have way too much stuff in the refrigerator. Anyway.
Oh. That would be... What if you over-order and it won't fit?
That would be interesting for sure.
That's very true. I
Or
wonder
if your ice cream's melted and when it gets there or something.
Yeah,
like
because
that.
in their video it shows them unloading the Walmart bag and putting individual items into the fridge.
Or the eggs are cracked, or
Yeah.
there's a whole lot of kind of red flags to. I think probably Walmart would just refund you, kind of like
It's
Amazon
not
does.
worth the effort.
Yeah, kind of like Amazon does for that kind of thing.
Huh. Yeah, no, I would be really curious on what happens if you do it with a full fridge. What would they do with the product? Like, oh, we couldn't deliver it. There's no room in your refrigerator.
Yeah.
And then you would complain, like, no, there is room, and send, like, a picture of your fridge half empty or something. I'm curious.
Also, does it say anywhere if there's going to be a fee for that?
Oh, there has to.
You would think, but Amazon delivers for free.
Fees
thing
for
with-
this service were not announced, nor
Okay.
were any details of how Walmart employees will gain entry into your home.
Yeah. So
You-
basically, the biggest details have not been talked
Just-
about.
It's just the idea. It's the sales pitch they're releasing.
Yeah. So, for example, gaining entry into the house, Amazon has their own lock, right? So you replace your lock with an Amazon lock
Yeah.
that the employee has a one-time code for. Probably they have it on their phone. They just key it in on their phone. They probably don't even touch them, or have to key it in on the lock.
I wonder if
would be
it's
my
GPS
guess.
located. So they open up they open up the app on their phone, and the GPS turns on and says, "Oh, you're geo close enough."
Yeah.
And then it's like, enter this key code to enter the house.
Yeah.
That's probably how it works.
Either that, or even they could do it on their phone, from their phone probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I wonder if
see.
geolocation doesn't work. Like some of the places I do house calls, I don't have any satellite reception. I wonder if they have a way to bypass satellite. Be like, hey, I am at that address, but I don't have any phone service.
yeah,
I wonder if there's a way to get the number before they get there.
yeah, true.
Huh. I don't know. It might
But
only be.
we'll see how it works out.
I'd be interested.
I'm sure they'll open the Walmart thing up in select cities first.
Yeah, it announced 3 cities.
Okay.
Speaking of back doors, your phone has one. If you had one of 4 phones.
Uh-oh.
Leagu M5 Plus, Leagu M8, Nomu S10, and Nomu S20. So thankfully,
I'm good.
You're probably good if you're watching this in English. But
Aww.
this was a backdoor attack that happened in the factory on a firmware level. So it wasn't customers' fault. It was 99% of the employees weren't at fault. Somebody let somebody in at the factory, swapped out some firmware code, and created a bunch of backdoors. I don't believe they said how many devices. Several Android devices.
The big thing though is if they found it in this phone, it could be in yours as well, and just hasn't been discovered. You know?
Because Android firmware is not open sourced. It's all locked down, right?
Okay.
I believe it is.
I'm not sure. But that's not good. Maybe
Yeah.
they'll be the next Wowie, banned from business with the U.S.
Which Google's is making amends with. Google feels bad for him, apparently.
Aw, that's sweet.
Somebody has to feel bad for him at this point. It's been pretty harsh. But yeah, shows that you could buy a device that already has a backdoor, and it runs Android, which is owned by Google, which is an American company last time I checked. And there's backdoors built in. Not by Google, but by a third party.
Man.
Which means that Google doesn't have the security required in other countries, third-party countries, to create the products. But I have no idea where these phones are for. We can find out real fast.
What region?
Yeah. I assume it's India. It may not be, though.
Okay, yeah. So it looks like the firmware.
Yeah, it's India.
Okay.
Maybe?
So certain things on your phone might have proprietary firmware, such as, I don't know, Samsung's Face Unlock, that is not actually a part of Android, but is a separate thing. So that's probably what this was. Just a thing that wasn't a part of Android, but just a proprietary firmware. Nomu.
I have no idea where these phones are from. One looks like it's India.
What did the person with the headache say to the cow? Nomu!
Great. 10 out of 10.
Sorry, guys. But basically, we're not finding a lot of info on this phone, so chances are, yeah, like you said, especially if you're watching this in English,
It's not
which
gonna apply.
is the only language it's in, you probably don't have one of these infected phones.
Hopefully not.
But yeah, just seeing security issues like this means that it is possible,
Yeah.
and it could also be in other devices.
Yeah, I mean, it could be in the Galaxy S10. I mean, this S8. But it could be in the S10s.
Yeah.
It could be in an iPhone because it's a firmware factory level. It's not software level. It's before that. So it's kind of terrifying. Really terrifying. If you use a cell phone.
Which you probably do.
Yeah.
If you're living on the Earth right now.
But that hits us at the 1 hour mark for news. Couple interesting things.
Yep.
Facebook stream event log 271 errors.
Wow. It's kind of
Most of them are about it being 1080p instead of 720p.
Okay. Let me check our drop frames. Ooh, wow.
A lot.
3,300 drop frames.
That's not very
2%.
many.
2.7%. So not great, but
Yeah, and then all the other errors are a video frame drop.
so last week were you streaming in 720 on Facebook?
No.
Okay.
I was also streaming 1080, but I was streaming at 4,000 bits instead of 6,000.
We increased our bit rate and increased the quality by increasing the CPU.
And we increased the
compression.
CPU a lot.
Yeah.
So last week we were running at like 20 or 30% CPU usage or something.
Okay.
It was under 50 for sure. And it looks like now we're bouncing around 60, 65. So it's definitely used a lot more CPU. But everything else is really low.
Man, we need to start checking our comments. I see you've got a comment down there.
Someone joined.
And I actually have a comment on here that I didn't read.
Hot dang.
So thank you for your comment.
I see who.
Are we saying people's names?
I'm not.
Okay.
You can. Thanks.
I got a comment from someone who may possibly be starting up a YouTube channel in the future. Maybe.
Oh, okay. I know about that.
So we'll see. I don't think he started up yet, but if he does,
Start soon.
if you're still watching,
You
you should start it up. So yeah, I don't see it. Hey, Nate Sellers. He says, say my name. So Nate Sellers is watching. He may be starting up a YouTube channel soon. I don't know if you're releasing that yet, but it's been released now. So
To the whole world.
to the whole myself and you watching, and anyone on Jake's stream. But you should start it up, and we should collab something, and become
there we go.
famous.
Oh, it's gonna be so easy.
Oh yeah.
It's a breeze.
Yep. Easy money on YouTube. Actually, let me check out his channel now and see if he has anything. Oh, he still has that video.
Ah, okay.
All right, so thanks for watching, Nate.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching everybody else. Join us next week where we tech about more tech news.
We'll talk about all of it.
tech about all the tech news. Hopefully next week has a little bit more tech news than this week.
Yeah, E3 is happening this week, but the problem is today's day 1 of E3, so not much has happened.
How many days is E3?
That's a question I don't know. E3 schedule? I'm thinking it's a full week. I think it's all 5 days. Full week, all 5 days. That's how they work.
Yeah. Full work week.
Oh, and my computer's talking to me. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, okay. So.
Oh, so we're at the end of it.
We're near the end.
We're at the second day of it. I don't know. Anyway, next week we'll probably talk about some E3 stuff, if anything exciting has come out.
Yeah, not too much has come out in my opinion. One good hysterical moment happened, but we'll show that next week.
Okay.
Once the news kicks all the money out of that dead horse.
Yes.
Then we'll share it.
Then we'll tech about it.
Yes, we will. Cool. I'm going to end the stream now.
Join us next week where we tech about it.
Which way you stop them?